today, Junior?
Raw Mike Richards, brought to you by Bell Lifestyle Products. Also streaming live on saga960.ca. And now, from the Bell Lifestyle Studio, here's Mike.
It is 8:40. News Talk. Saga 960, Raw Mike Richards. It is your back to school day. It is, I guess, sort of how when we look at the school year and people's schedules, this is a real starting point. And it is a busy one, as you've heard with Brendan on the roads today. And if you've been in and around the 401 for about the last couple of weeks, it is just at times a reminder of how busy it was pre-COVID. But I honestly think, I don't know how many people are back at their offices on their way to work this morning. Those that, are no longer working from the home. I don't know what those numbers would be, but something tells me there is a lot of people back on the road, a lot of people going to work, and a lot of people using those highways. So this is the start of back to sort of a normality, if I can put it that way. Now, we're going to talk to Dave Park in just a moment. I don't think his camera is on. We do want his camera on so we can see Dave. David, of course, David Park from Nutrition House, Square One, Mississauga, always does such a tremendous job. And this morning, we're going to be talking about number 82 liver support. I've had some questions about it already off air about it. And so we are going to talk to David in just moments here. I think he's going to rejoin us and talk about number 82 liver support. And once again, it's a comprehensive formula to help protect and support the liver. It helps support the liver function and a liver protectant. And of course, when it comes to the functions of the liver and what the liver actually does, it is so important that we look after it. And I'll be honest, most of us, maybe some of us don't treat the liver so good. Maybe some of us have maybe a routine that challenges our livers. And so I guess we will go to Dave if he is there. Good morning, David Park.
Can you hear me here?
Yeah, it's a little distorted and the camera's off, so I'm not sure. Are you on the move?
I'm using a new laptop here today, and I guess I haven't really set this up nice. But if you can hear me, that'd be great.
Yes. Okay. We can hear you, and you see some of these. When it comes to the topic of liver support, I think most of us of a certain age group, we don't see it as it pertaining to us. We think probably it's like literally derelicts on the, older people in the hospitals. And, I just don't think we realize that, well, if we don't look after a liver, then maybe you get to a point where you're in a hospital or you have certain issues. The liver sometimes gets ignored, which is crazy considering its importance.
Our liver is so important. It's probably one of our heaviest organs. It does so many jobs for us. It increases testosterone for us. It helps with removing the toxins out of our body, especially the toxins that come from alcohol. And our liver is one of the most important organs. It does regenerate, which is helpful, but it does take a burden, especially with all the foods that we're eating and all the drinks that we love to drink. And Bell Lifestyles has number 82 liver support. It's a great product, and it's designed for supporting our liver, especially when we like to have the drink from time to time.
I notice you keep slipping that in. Is that a comment towards me? Because I can't help but feel that there's a little insinuation there, especially when you say those love the drinks we love to drink. And we do. I will tell you the vast array that I had on the weekend. We had some birthday celebrations, so there was frozen drinks, daiquiri style drinks, wine. There was ciders and beers and different kinds of. And so we look at it in the summertime, and it's a lot of fun. But what is that doing? Like seriously, we sit there and whatever people on the weekend would have. It's considered what we think is normal. But what are we really doing to that liver? What is happening?
There is some pretty bad long-term effects of alcohol, especially excessive intake. And you know what? Excessive intake, they say now, is more than 3 drinks a day, and especially if you do it on a regular basis. But some of the long-term effects of alcohol would be fatty liver, liver cirrhosis, hepatitis of the liver, and liver cancer. These are some things that are irreversible. We have to interject with some strong treatments to get the liver back. But if you want to take it the healthy route, again, Bell Lifestyles makes a really good product to help support our liver. It helps produce bile to help with our digestion, because the liver is so important for breaking down fat in our foods. We also make cholesterol. We make a lot of cholesterol every day, and the liver is involved in creating that cholesterol manufacturing. It's a manufacturing site. Our liver also stores glucose, so it serves as a source of energy for us. And again, it detoxifies so many harmful chemicals that are in our blood, like drugs and other certain toxins that are in our environment, as well as alcohol. Right.
Well, there is a question here that we got from someone before you even came on about. He said fatty and produces one enzyme more than the others, causing my spleen to swell. So there's an issue, I guess, and I'm unfamiliar with what that would be, but I guess that is one of the circumstances of what can happen. And would this, for instance, number 82, be an application for that?
I think so, because anytime you're supporting your liver, anytime we're supporting our liver to help cleanse out some of the toxins that's going on, it's going to help cleanse out the toxins from our blood, using very bitter herbs, such as the ones that's found in the liver support product. Things like turmeric, milk thistle, artichoke. A lot of these bitter, very bitter herbs will support the liver, and then the liver will in turn cleanse our body. If the liver is overburdened, the spleen will end up, which is one of the areas where a lot of the blood collects, the dirty blood. We have to support our liver, like pretty much we have to support our organs to get rid of all of this crappy things that we're putting into our body on a daily basis.
Now, in order for this product to be successful, I know it says it takes 1 capsule 2 times per day, take with meals. Now, as I always sort of reiterate when we talk about these things, these aren't miracle pills. You're not popping 1 or 2 for a couple of days and everything's fixed. It's more or less, I think, I guess I would call it a program. So when we're looking at this, in order for this to really have a chance at working for you, it's just a product that you're taking for like a long period of time? Because I think it would be.
Good question, Mike. I think what's best is if we do this on a regular basis. We consume sweet things, we consume salty, satiating things. Our liver loves bitters. There's even things called Swedish bitters, there's Canadian bitters, there's German bitters, but ultimately bitters are herbs that are quite bitter to the taste, like artichoke and milk thistle and turmeric. And when we consume these, our digestion is top notch. We start breaking foods down a lot better. And it's one way to help our organs. Like as soon as we have, the liver 82 from Bell Lifestyles, things are better. Digestion is better. Constipation is not as much of an issue anymore. And overall, you just start feeling better. When, if you take a big dump, you start feeling pretty good, right? So a lot of the times we need to, support the body in removal of all these dirty things that we got built up inside.
Well, it's interesting. Because when you start talking about digesting bitters, which is, I guess the way to explain it is in the old world, depending where your family comes from. But that was a very common thing, was it not? To after the meal was done, you would take bitters, and it was for the digestion and for your, basically, as they would say, it was good for a lot of things that you just mentioned. But that's really old school. It's been around for a long time.
It is like even some of the foods that we're looking at, like fennel is really good for digestion. The apple cider vinegar some people use, they splash it on their salads. Some even add it to their water to support the acid reflux that's going on. And then you're right, like there's a lot of bitter tea, dandelion tea, which is another great ingredient that Bell Lifestyle loves to use. So all of these, you're right, these are all old remedies, but let's bring them back because, you know, during the times of barbecued meats, of drinks, of burgers and fries, and all the things that we like to eat here, you know, there's so many things that support us too, and this is one step closer to supporting our bodies.
How would one know, you know, there's certain indicators and signs when things aren't going well, and of course you don't want to go so far, especially with the liver, where something like that would be recognizable. But if you wanted to check the relative health of your liver, how does someone do that?
Take a look down at your feet, and if you can't see it, then it's one of the reasons why. I mean, our liver extends, it starts swelling up, and fatty liver is apparent. We have to be able to see our feet, you know, into our own. We got to be able to, you know, sometimes you'll see a guy walking, an older gentleman, and you know, from behind he looks very lean and slender, but then he turns around, he's got this huge gut sticking out.
Yeah,
it's one of the reasons why this person, it would be a great like the liver support 82 would be one of the best products for him, because it really helps reduce that liver size and helps with his digestion. So instead of food just sitting there and fermenting in our stomachs and in our small intestines, the liver support really helps break down that waste and eliminates it. That, and also if your liver is fatty, if it's slowly becoming more, if there's like fat building around the liver, and your doctor will let you know how fatty your liver has become, this is a great product for you. Another great reason to use this is your hormones. If you're feeling like you're tired, or if you're feeling that your energy is a little low, use the liver formula, because this will perk up your energy. As we remove toxins out of the liver and their body, we start feeling a little bit more energetic as well. We start feeling like ourselves once again. Or if you're waking up and you're really sluggish, or you know, it's hard to get up, this is another reason why you want to use this product. It helps put that spry back in your step. You get that spring back. You get that lightness back when you start using this.
Well, I guess this conversation's really put a crimp in our Thursday kickoff Buffalo Bill NFL menu. Well, we were just talking about moments ago. All of a sudden, oh no, what do you mean? What do you mean there's no? What do you mean there's no pizza and wings? Yeah, we're going with a nice fennel salad.
Yummy,
And
yummy.
yeah, a little apple cider vinegar and a couple of number 82 liver support pills. That's what you're getting. But it is very true though that, as I said, we become very comfortable with the lifestyle that we have, and as all Bell Lifestyle products, I mean, these are simply ways to help your body, so help you help yourself. I mean, it's really that simple, that, you know, to do something is vastly better than doing nothing, and most of us do nothing.
You're right, and most of us do nothing. And we there was a study, I just wanted to bring this study out recently, but the CCSA, which is the Canadian Center of Substance Abuse and Addiction, since 2011, they said that men, we can drink about 15 drinks a week safely, and women about 9 drinks a week safely. Now, I think that's a little bit excessive. You know, that's like what, like 50 drinks a month? They recently have brought out guidelines that we should have no more than 2 drinks a week.
Okay, well, okay. I'm not a monk. I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Okay, let's find me another study.
Find you another study. You know what, Mike? I'll try to find you another study, but
yeah.
I think the next time we talk about LCBO, beer store, and things like this, and drinks and alcohol, hopefully the next time they'll have warning labels and even cancer labels on certain wine bottles and beer, and like these companies, they should have some warning. Same with cigarettes, you know, like how cigarettes have now these huge crazy warning labels on them. I don't think that we're too far away from having these alcoholic beverages having certain warning labels on them.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I'm watching a TV show, a series that was called Dope Sick, that was all about OxyContin. It's with Michael Keaton. It's fantastic, and their big push was to put what they called the black box on the actual product, which is the warning, which the people who came up with Oxycontin obviously didn't want to have, because they were making literally billions of dollars pushing this on everybody.
Billions.
But it's you realize the importance of having some sense of warning for consumers, knowing that it may not seem like it at the time, but you see one of those warnings, at least there should be some awareness of what it actually does to your body. I know we got to run. Dave, always
Yep.
great talking with you. I know we'll hopefully see you real soon. Always love when you're on the show, and thanks so much for today.
Yeah, thank you, Mike, and thanks for having me on. And great love listening to you guys all the time.
That is Dave Park from Nutrition House. By the way, it's in Square One. So if you want to go and see Dave, he does such a terrific job. And not surprisingly, he's always very busy, but he always has time for you. So once again, that's Nutrition House in Square One, and always ask for the great products from Bell Lifestyle Products.